Hi guys, my name's Amy and I am a third year history student at the University of Sheffield, and today I'm going to be talking to you about mental health and well-being during your studies. So just as a quick introduction, I am a mental lead with History in the City, which is a student-led organisation which leads volunteers to help engage history students across all levels. And I'll leave a link in the description to our website if you want to find out more. So, like I said, I'm going to be talking about looking after your mental health and promoting your well-being during your studies, most specifically around exam time or when you've got a lot of coursework to hand in, which is really important, especially given the current circumstances with coronavirus perhaps changing how education works for you. Things might be online, or changes to assignments may be stressing you out. So I'm just going to list some ways to help keep yourself stress-free, which is super important. They may seem obvious, but I feel like they're the fundamentals to just trying to keep as stressed as possible and not letting yourself get overwhelmed. So the first is organising your day. So timetabling your revisions as work periods can be really effective. It doesn't work for everyone, but what I'm emphasising here is it's really important to timetable your breaks. It can make you feel guilty taking breaks. You know, your brain may be thinking, I need to be doing work right now, but it's important to take me time and to just know that your life doesn't revolve around education. It's super important to just let yourself relax and take a break, and it will boost your motivation when you do return to revision. So just make sure that you are taking those breaks. It's really important to keeping yourself as stress-free as possible. So the second thing is not putting pressure on yourself to get all the work done. Setting small goals are super important because you may not get everything you want to do done. It may be because you need to spend longer on a topic than you initially thought, or maybe something pops up during the day that you have to do, and that's perfectly fine. Again, your life doesn't revolve around work. It's an important part of it, but it's not the only thing, and things may crop up, and that's perfectly fine. We're only human. You will find the time to go over whatever you didn't get done during that day. And what is most important is don't spend longer on revision than you initially tended to if you're not getting things done. Again, me time is super important, and taking those breaks, and you feel better for it the day after, for taking the break and stopping revision when you should be stopping and not working into the night. And the last one is don't let exams and assessments dawn you. I know they're super scary and it feels like there's a lot riding on them, but if you're worrying about them, then you're most likely prepared for them and you've most likely been putting the work into the revision. So don't let them dawn you. Just see it as it'll be over in 2 hours and then I don't need to worry about it again. And, you know, have some confidence in yourself. You probably prepared yourself well and you would do better than what you think, I'm sure. So just some activities to do to relax, apart from the obvious ones, such as watching TV or YouTube. Talking to family and friends can be a really important thing because just having a conversation that isn't related to something that you're revising can do wonders for just having you completely forget about your revision, which is the best way to take your break. Take your break and take your mind off things. But also if you are feeling stressed, whether it is about work or you just your mental health in general, maybe something's going on in your personal life, it's a super important time to just talk to people about it, and also just let them give you a confidence boost. If you're telling them that you're feeling stressed about work, I'm sure you'll get, you know, you'll be fine, you're doing really well, which is a super good confidence boost, and it's what everybody needs. Getting outside is super important, which I know is quite hard with British weather, but it's a good way to just soak up some vitamin D, to just breathe in the fresh air, which I know is a bit cheesy, but mainly it's just getting away from your study space. Your study space can hold a lot of stress with it, so just taking yourself away from that can do wonders for, you know, just letting yourself relax. And well-being exercises, this may seem silly to some people, but meditating or journaling, it can do a lot for your mental health and just taking your brain off your revision. So if that's something that you're interested in, I'd definitely encourage you guys to, you know, research that, participate in those activities if you'd like. And just as a final thing, I've just listed some ways that you can check in on your friends and your classmates, which I think is a super important thing to do. And if you're doing it for other people, you can expect it back. So it's just important to make sure everyone around you is doing okay. So I'm not going to list every single one here just because I'm a bit pushed for time, but I'll just list 2 that I think are really important. The first one being just saying hello. It doesn't have to be a conversation opener, such as, you know, are you okay? Are you struggling with your revision? Just saying hi, talking about something going on in your life. It could literally just be a movie that you watched last night. It can do a lot for making that person feel, you know, appreciated, and just to take their mind off their work and if they're struggling. Another thing is to offer help if they're struggling. So if you know that a friend is struggling on a particular topic, if their notes are weak, you know, giving them your revision notes, giving them a copy of them, or just clarifying their understanding can do a lot to take that extra pressure off your friends, especially if they're finding it hard to find the time to make revision notes. And again, if you do it for the people, you can expect the same back. And it's just, I know when I was going through my GCSEs, having my friends send me notes, it helped me a lot. So just something to think about. So obviously I'd like to think you guys are all doing, you know, fine and handling the stress. But if you are struggling in any way, whether it's related to your education or anything else, and you're finding it difficult to speak to the people around you, I've just listed some resources for you guys to check out that will help you, you know, seek help. I'll list the links for these in the description, so please check them out. I really, really encourage you. It's super important to talk about things and to just vent and to seek help if you are struggling. So yeah, make sure you check those out. So yeah, that's sorry about that. That's it for today. I hope your exams and your coursework go well, and I hope you have a really good day and good luck.